Hello, welcome to my channel, another Bibliophile Reads. My name is Greg, and for a third year, I am a co-host for Occult Detective October. This is an event created by MJ at Reading This Life to celebrate the genre of the occult detective. Now, this genre is pretty broad. You will find many types of authors, many types of stories, but in essence, it is the story of a detective. Could be a police detective, could be a private detective, could just be an individual. But this person is investigating a mysterious case that will involve the supernatural or the occult in some way. These detectives can be human. They can be non-human. It is a very broad and interesting genre of which there are many stories. To participate in Occult Detective October, you have to read one book or one story in the occult detective genre. I suppose you could even cheat and watch a movie in the genre. This year, there are going to be two paths that you can take. You do not have to take any of these paths or any of these prompts to participate in Occult Detective October. The first is the simple path. In week 1, you will read a pre-1960 story in the occult detective genre. Week 2, you will read a post-1960 story. Week 3, read a story where there is a diverse character or author. And week 4 is anything goes, whatever you want. Dave Brzeski is a co-host, and he is a publisher for Occult Detective magazine. He wanted a little bit of a deeper path to get readers to explore the genre in more depth. And his prompts are: week 1, public domain, an attempt to get people to check out some of the older stuff that they can get for free on Gutenberg. Week number 2, urban fantasy, a week devoted to stuff like Jim Butcher's Dresden Files, where the supernatural is common, with the general public knowing about it to a greater or lesser extent. Week 3, Pulp adventure, occult detectives from the 20s through the 70s, covering the weird tales authors in the men's adventure material. And week 4, diversity, occult detectives who aren't cis white males, from female to people of color to LGBTQ and non-humans. So those are your options for the prompts. I am not going to be following the prompts too closely. I'm going a little bit out on my own. And with MJ, we have decided to buddy read a Dennis Wheatley novel. I think we're going to read To the Devil, a Daughter. This is part of his Black Magic series. I'm not sure if it's part of his Duc Le Rochot occult detective. It just may be people investigating the occult on their own. And this one, there's a story of a businessman who makes a deal with a satanic clergyman and has his daughter baptized into Satan's church. 21 years later, provided she's still a virgin, she is destined to be the centerpiece of a hideous satanic ritual. Now, in the first year of Occult Detective October, I listened to the audiobook of The Devil Rides Out, which is definitely part of the Duc Le Rochot series, and it was a fantastic story. It is a little dated. It is written just after World War II in Britain, and it shows, but it was a whole lot of fun. This year, I want to take another shot at reading Phil Rickman's Merrily Watkins Mysteries, The Wine of Angels, the first in this series. And Merrily Watkins is a new vicar posted to a small town in England, where there is a story about a 17th century clergyman accused of witchcraft. I did try the Kindle version last year, and I got distracted from finishing it. So this year I got the audiobook, and with the audiobook, I should be able to complete it. This year, I'm going to be listening to some short stories from Third Cry to Legba and Other Invocations by Manly Wade Wellman. Manly Wade Wellman is an author that Dave Brzeski in the Voxer group is suggesting people read some stories by. It may be difficult to get some of these short stories. He is mostly out of print. I did not find anything on Kindle or print when I looked at Amazon this afternoon, but the audiobook is available for free if you're an Audible member, so I will be listening to the short stories there. This is the description that I found on Audible. This audiobook collects Wellman's John Thurston and Lee Corbett stories, written between 1943 and 1979. These stories combine the mystical and horrific with traditional Southern folk tales and legends. These stories also reveal a post-World War II modernism that make them much more than pulp romanticism. The paranoia and cynicism of the modern weird icons, such as the X-Files, may well have had their genesis in the pulp musings of Manly Wade Wellman. Indeed, intensely driven, idealistic occult detective John Thurston could be the pulp noir stand-in for Fox Mulder. Once again, for the third year, I will be diving into the stories of Jules de Grandon, written by Seabury Quinn. At one time, the stories of Seabury Quinn were extremely popular, and Jules de Grandon is the occult detective. He is a French doctor working in the United States, at least in the stories that I have read, and they are highly entertaining. Last year, I listened to them on audiobook because the audiobook was available for free. And the narrator did a wonderful French accent for Jules de Grandon. This year it is no longer available for free, but I still have my Kindle book of these stories. So once again, I will read a few of the complete tales of Jules de Grandon. Also on my Kindle, I have the Occult Detective Mega Pack, 29 classic stories by J. Sheridan Le Fanu, Robert E. Howard, and William Hope Hodson, and other authors. So I will probably be diving into some of those short stories as well. Those are some of the stories that I may be reading for Occult Detective October in 2025. What will you be reading for Occult Detective October? Thank you for watching, and keep on reading Occult Detective stories.